This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever. Plays no defense. Doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it. And you're asking me whether they gave up too much? Please, the Los Angeles Lakers knew exactly what they were doing. They should be celebrating right now, and Kobe Bryant should not be saying a word.
His contract.
This dude's a bum. He can't play. He's awful. He is wretched. He is incompetent. No one gives a damn about covering him. No one cares. And it is really, really hurting the Thunder right now. This game, talking about Thunder versus Mavs, obviously, was basically determined by, is Josh Giddey on the floor or is he not on the floor? Anytime he'd sub in, the Mavs would go on a run. Anytime he'd sub out, the Thunder would go on a run. It is wild to me that he is still starting, and it is wild to me that he is getting any playing time in this series because no one respects this man. The Mavericks don't respect this man. Fans don't respect this man. I would assume some of his teammates don't respect him. In 10 minutes, mind you, he started this game and only played 10 minutes. So they know that he is bad. They know that. He was a -20 in 10 minutes. -20. The next lowest on the team was a -9 from Isaiah Joe. He played 19 minutes. So in this 10-minute span, he just tanked anything that the Thunder were doing. Anything at all. It is incredible to me how bad you can play to end up like that, right? Kind of impressive how poor of a basketball player you can be. Like the dude who said, I believe it was Spinella, who said his weakness was basketball was spitting. He was on it. He understood the assignment, and Josh Giddey did not. Josh Giddey, 10 minutes, was a -90 net rating. -90. Do you know, that is absurd. Over a 10-minute span, this isn't like you sub in for 20 seconds and you got outscored twice and it's like a -200. No. This was over a 10-minute span. -90. The offensive rating with him on the floor was 79. The defensive rating with him on the floor was 170. Those are astronomical numbers. I don't think I've seen an offensive rating of a 79. I don't know if the league has seen an offensive rating of a 79 since like the early 2000s. And even then, that might be like too far. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'd assume like, maybe that era had some. But holy shit. Like, that is incredible. We are watching history, ladies and gentlemen, those in between. Usage percentage. He had a 32% usage percentage in those 10 minutes. He was actively involved. And the Mavs did not care. They had no care in the world about that man. They did not give a shit. And that is hilarious to me. Like, there were plays where there was no one within 15 feet of him. They were doubling Shea off him. They were doubling J-Dub off him. They were doubling a shit ton of people off him. And they did not care. They were happy to let him do him. They were happy to just let him rock. He fucking sucked. The Mavericks had a 27-point performance from PJ Washington and had Josh Green splashing threes and a 17-point performance from Tim Hardaway and a good Luka game. And they only won by 9. And it was because of Josh Giddey. It was because of this dude. It was because of Jay Drizzy. It was because of P. Giddey. It was because, I can't say what he is, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. This dude cannot play. He just can't. He's a bum. He's a fucking bum. Now, to get to other players, because I feel like I've sufficiently expressed my disappointment in Josh Giddey's mere existence as a person and basketball player, because holy shit, I am disappointed that he is an NBA player. I feel like there are 25 different people that could fulfill his purpose in probably the EuroLeague and the NBL, but nope, it has to be Josh. Just has to be Josh, apparently. To get to other players, Shea put on a very good performance in this one. 33 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 13 and 24 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Does not take a high volume of threes, but we've known this. He was doing well. He played really well in the fourth quarter. Kept them in the game, kept it close for a little while, but eventually the Mavs just got too much. Cason Wallace played pretty well. I would start either him or Aaron Wiggins over the bum, over the guy who sucks at basketball, right? Both of them have saved basketball, as Thunder Twitter likes to put it. And yeah, the They would be the equivalent of a savior if your starting shooting guard was Josh Giddey. Jalen Williams, the J-Will one, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. All of those points came in the first quarter, I believe. He was solid in the first quarter, though, set a good tone, helped them get off to a good start. Isaiah Joe, 3 of 5, 1 of 3 from 3, 7 points. J-Dub had 7 of 17 from the field, not his most efficient game, still had 20 points. But his handle was a little suspect down the stretch, turned it over once or twice. Chet had a pretty poor game, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. He did play pretty good defense, had a big block on Daniel Gafford down the stretch. But it wasn't his best performance offensively. Then the Mavs. PJ Washington had the Mavsnet ball, a magnet ball, but Mavs, right? Anyway, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 7 3-pointers. 11 of 18 from the field. All right, man. Pop off, I guess. He was excellent in this one. Outlier performance, but hey, the playoffs are kind of about, hey, whose role players can have outlier performances? It was PJ Washington in this one. Kyrie Irving only took 8 shots, but had 11 assists. Only scored 9 points, 2 of 8 from the field. But he wasn't really a factor in this one, but it's fine because they had Tim Hardaway Jr., a sentence I definitely thought I would be saying in 2024. 6 of 10 from the field, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. The possession ends here, Tim Hardaway Jr. It worked. It just worked. He did the thing. He did really well. Luka on one leg, 29, 10, and 7, 3 steals. He got a couple of big steals down the stretch. He was hitting threes. He was, doing Luka stuff. Very good performance from Luka. It looked healthier than he has in the last few games. And Mavs just had a solid all-around performance from their role players, and that was enough to overcome the bum and the bum's teammates. It's a shame that he plays for the Thunder because I do like the Thunder. I want to root for the Thunder. But I cannot root for that man. He is a menace to society. He is a bum. He needs to be stopped. Anyway, Cavs, Celtics. Briefly going to touch on this one. The Cavs blew out the Celtics. Blew them out. 24 points. That's pretty sizable gap there, Evan Mobley beat the soft-handed weenie allegations in this one. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, a steal, 9 of 15 from the field. Donovan Mitchell, 10 and 19, 38 points. 29 points. I was reading his plus-minus for a second. 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Really good performance from him. Karis LeVert, off the bench, 21 points on 17 shots. Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, they did their jobs. Darius Garland actually looked like a functional point guard in this one. 14 points, 7 rebounds for a 6'1" Darius Garland, 4 assists, a steal. And then the Celtics just did not play well. They shot 41% as a team from the field, and they shot 8 of 35 from 3. They live by the 3 and die by the 3. Most of the time, they're living by the 3 because, they make their threes a lot of the time. In this one, Derek White shot 1 of 8. Jaylen Brown shot 0 of 6. Peyton Pritchard, 1 of 4. They just kind of missed a lot in general. And when your best player shoots 1 of 8 from 3, this is a joke, Celtics fans. I'm not calling Jason Tatum a bad player. I was making a joke about Derek White being the favorite player, the best player, whatever. It's a joke. Do not. Actually, you know what? No. Leave comments about it. Yell at me in the comments. Yell at me. Leave a comment. Engage the algorithm. Please. Anyways. This one was basically the Celtics sucked. The Cavs didn't. That was that game. Anyway, subscribe. Bye.